Alright, I am Jared from TechWorks and I'm back again with another video. So today, this is the Honor 7X and it was talked about during CES. This is the sub-brand of Huawei and the 7X is their latest in budget phones. So this is a sub $200 phone. What does that mean? It's under 200 bucks. It's $199. Not super under, but close enough. So for $299 or $199, what do you get? Well, you get the 18:9 aspect ratio to 2:1. You get a 16 megapixel and a 2 megapixel for the bokeh effect with an 8 megapixel front and 3,340 milliamp hour battery. And this does have 4 gigabytes of RAM. So why am I doing this? I review a lot of flagships, not a lot of budget phones. You can tell it's budget. It's in a plastic bag. I'm reviewing this for a couple reasons. One, right now I have my work phone as a Note 8. So I work construction, and having a Note 8 for a work phone is just a recipe for disaster. Not that it doesn't work fantastic, and I love the stylus, but my personal is a Pixel 2 XL, which is my favorite phone, and honestly I could sell it and buy a bunch of Honors if I break it, drop it at a job site or whatever. So this is it. It doesn't have NFC. It's an aluminum back. It has a fingerprint reader on the back like so. The packaging is even very simple. You just get a lid. It also comes with a case, some instructions, and this still, even though it's a new phone, has micro USB, if it actually focuses up here. Working on it. There you go, micro USB. So it stinks that it's not USB Type-C, but for $200, what can you really ask for? And that it has your charging brick and your adapter. You got your little SIM eject tool, which is I'm gonna use that right now for the to get my SIM out of the Note, and we're gonna fire her up and we're gonna see what's going on. So as of right now, it is running EMUI 5 or 5.1, and what that actually is Android Nougat. I think it's Android 7, not even 7.1. And that's okay. They did say that they are expected to get Android 8 on this very soon because their other phone, the Clearview 10 or FullView 10, I forget the name, that phone is releasing with Android 8. So for $200, you definitely do not have water resistance. So there's no gasket around the SIM card tray. It does have the ability for a micro SD card. And from what everyone is saying, for 200 bucks, it even gives the likes of the OnePlus 5 a run for its money. So Honor is using Huawei's own Kirin, I believe it's 670. It's their lower end CPU. So it should be great on power savings. From what I hear, it's decent for point and shoot, so that's fine. Again, I have the Pixel to use for my actual phone photos that I take, but still, for 200 bucks, you get the phone, you get a case. Mine was part of a bundle, so you got this weird sponsored case by Lords Mobile, but that's all right. So we're gonna slap this in the case just like so. And we're gonna set it up. So again, this is EMUI, so it's Huawei's Emotion UI. It's not gonna look much different, honestly, than Huawei's flagship devices like the Mates and the P series phones. It's gonna be very similar. The only difference is this phone is actually released in the US, whereas up until the other day, they were supposed to have a carrier deal with AT&T to get their Mate 10, but they backed out for whatever reason. So we are getting new Huawei phones here. It's just going to be a different way. So they're going to be buying them unlocked, which is fine. I buy all my phones unlocked. Works for me. The only problem is a lot of times you won't get carrier deals that way, and carrier deals is a lot of ways how people can afford pricier devices. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Also, there was talk on a whole separate side note that OnePlus is supposed to be talking with carriers this year, and their next OnePlus phone is going to start shipping second quarter, so not too far away. I'm just going to log into my... Meanwhile, my cat's trying to get into a box. But we're just going through the system. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing new here. Same old, just a sec. Does that interrupt fresh? No big deal. Sure, we're gonna set up the fingerprint. Draw my pattern here. So Huawei does have very fast fingerprint readers, and right now this is having no problem recognizing and adding my fingerprint. Perfect, that was quick. Get started, let's go. So there we have it. No icons yet, but we're getting there. So this is going to have the same trials and tribulations of a normal Huawei device. And what I mean by that is EMUI definitely is something to get used to. Android 7 with EMUI is reminiscent of the Mate 9. Amazon update available. So there's going to be probably some bloatware on here. Yeah, you got CNN, you got some FM radio. Hey, there you go. My Samsung didn't even have FM radio. However, they are supposed to be getting FM radio in their upcoming phones. You got weather. Sure, we'll add that as my home city. So right now, I mean, just using this for work, like as I said I'm going to be, I'm probably not going to really see an issue with this phone at all, because mainly I do calls, texts. That's about it. The occasional picture. This does have a very similar camera app to the other Huawei's, so meaning it's not as simple as, say, Google's. So you have effects, filters. My Google Home just went off. Pro photo. You even have a pro mode on this thing.
Something went wrong.
Something went wrong. Yeah. Let's take a picture. I mean, am I gonna be printing these photos out for decorations and picture frames? No. But again, it's kind of not the idea that I have for that. So, I mean, as of right now, this is going to be a decent device. I'll do some more testing. I'll come back to you in a few days with my thoughts on what's going on with this, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to have more videos about computer stuff and this phone and all that shortly. See you again in the next video.
There was a glitch. Try again in a few seconds.
Of course there was a glitch, Google, but we will talk to you later.